Hello guys, considering the circumstances surrounding XRP, can Ethereum also be considered as a security? Also, what is the mystery behind Gary Gensler's comment on XRP legal status? Moreover, XRPL has recorded its second largest NFT sale. Finally, there has been a prevalent misconception about Ripple's main objective. We will be reviewing together the main reason behind the creation of Ripple. Stick with me till the end to find out more. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest updates on XRP and the cryptocurrency world in general. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, we happily send you a special welcome. We invite you to hit on the notification bell so you never miss another video. We are announcing that this channel has a giveaway of 200 XRP. To stand the chance of participating, all you have to do is simply subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment with the hashtag XRP, and the winner will be announced on the 30th of April. Policymakers around the world have continued to take significant steps toward regulating crypto-related activities within their environments. In a CNBC report today, lawmakers in the European Union voted in favor of a new cryptocurrency licensing regime, MiCA. According to the report, a total of 517 lawmakers voted in support of the new crypto licensing regime, while 38 lawmakers voted against it. Similarly, the European Parliament also supported a separate law known as the Transfer of Funds Regulation. The law requires crypto exchange operators to identify their customers in order to curb money laundering activities. Following the development, the European Union has become the first major jurisdiction in the world to introduce a comprehensive law for crypto. The development has stirred a debate among cryptocurrency community members, with some people calling out United States lawmakers for lagging behind in the context of establishing clear crypto regulations. Attorney John E. Deaton, the founder of Crypto Law and a pro-XRP lawyer, joined other crypto community members to react to the EU approval of a new crypto licensing regime. Reacting to the development, Deaton said SEC Chair Gary Gensler may finally have to answer whether he considers Ethereum a security. The pro-XRP lawyer added that the SEC boss would not answer the question. Deaton's comment indicates that while other regions are establishing clear crypto rules, U.S. lawmakers are still asking the SEC boss to comment on whether he considers the second largest cryptocurrency a security. Recall that Gensler testified before the U.S. House of Representatives Committee on Financial Services. One of the biggest questions of the congressional hearing was raised by Congressman Patrick McHenry, who asked the SEC boss whether Ethereum was a security. Gensler did not give a yes or no answer. Instead, he stylishly made unnecessary comments to avoid answering the question. Crypto stakeholders have been calling on the SEC to provide clear rules to enable crypto businesses to thrive. However, Gensler, who believes that most crypto assets are securities, has reiterated that crypto market rules already exist but that the industry is still rife with non-compliance. The SEC boss echoed similar views during his recent congressional hearing. Nothing about the crypto markets is incompatible with the securities laws. As I've said numerous times, the vast majority of crypto tokens are securities. Please, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. SEC Chair Gary Gensler's testimony before the United States House of Representatives Committee on Financial Services has continued to be a major topic of discussion in the XRP community. Several XRP enthusiasts have joined the discussion, given that Gensler answered questions regarding the sixth largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. As reported by the Crypto Basic earlier, Congressman Warren Davidson asked the SEC boss whether he believed XRP was a security. Given the securities regulators' claims throughout the legal battle, those following the ongoing Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit would have expected Gensler to call XRP security outrightly. However, the SEC boss did not say whether XRP was a security. Instead, Gensler asserted that the case is still in court. He added that there are active discussions and litigation on the matter. His remark on XRP's regulatory status has been the major bone of contention in the XRP community. An XRP community member named Kev described Gensler's response about XRP as a slip of the tongue, which came because the congressman rattled him. A user partially agreed with Kev's opinion but commented on Gensler's body reaction. Throughout the congressional hearing, people could see Gensler panicking whenever he was asked to respond to specific questions like the regulatory status of XRP. Commenting on Gensler's bodily reaction, Kev described it as a fight or flight response, as the SEC boss had to sit before the committee to endure a tough session. It's normal for the body to produce adrenaline and cortisol. I think anyone would have the shakes under similar conditions, he said. Bill Morgan, a pro-XRP lawyer, also joined the discussion. He explained that Gensler's congressional hearing is similar to when a witness is cross-examined in court. Rattle them if they are being intransigent so the truth or an admission slips out, Morgan added. Following Morgan's response, Kev said Gensler's remark about XRP could be the truth that ultimately slipped out. He added that Gensler finally cracked under pressure. Meanwhile, Morgan emphasized a part of Gensler's comment where he said, there are active discussions on whether XRP is a security. According to the pro-XRP lawyer, the comment suggests an active discussion. Morgan tried to figure out the discussion, whether it is a possible settlement with Ripple or an internal SEC debate on whether the regulator should settle with the blockchain company. Whether the SEC is planning to settle with Ripple remains to be seen. Notably, the crypto community expects Judge Annalisa Torres to issue a ruling on the case. Attorney John Deaton, founder of Crypto Law, Judge Torres' ruling on the lawsuit may come at any time. Furthermore, the XRP Ledger, XRPL, just witnessed the sale of a single XPUNK NFT for 75,300 XRP, currently valued at over $37,000. The sale occurred on the popular marketplace on XRP and represents the second largest NFT sale recorded on the XRP Ledger. XRP called attention to the development through its Twitter handle today, touting it as another milestone for XPUNK XRP. The sale, which occurred 7 hours ago, involved XPUNK 6697. The NFT in question is ranked number 1 in rarity score among the 10,000 collectibles in the XPUNK collection. On-chain data suggests that this is the largest NFT sale recorded on XRPL this year, and the second largest of all time. The largest sale of all time occurred last November and involved the sale of XPUNK 8811, which is ranked number 3 in terms of rarity score. The XPUNK collection on the XRP Ledger has contributed massively to the total transaction volume observed on the network. Notably, the collection currently boasts a total volume of 3.7 million XRP, $1.82 million, the largest for any single NFT collection on XRPL. Owing to the contributions made by XPUNK and other NFT collections such as Xspectre, Bored Apes XRP Club, and Unexpunks, the NFT market on XRPL has witnessed a major boost in recent times. Data from Bithump, an XRPL explorer, indicates that the XRP Ledger has seen a total of 142,000 NFT trades since NFT functionality came to the network. These trades have a total cumulative volume of 21.2 million XRP valued at an excess of $10.4 million. According to Bithump, of this total volume, 14.7 million XRP went through known brokers or NFT marketplaces. On XRP, the most prominent XRP marketplace on the network, takes a large portion of the volume, boasting a total trade volume of 10.98 million XRP, on track to hit the 11 million XRP threshold. This rapid surge in trade volume underscores the growing adoption rate of NFTs on XRP. Recall that total volume stood at 10 million NFT by the end of 2022. The current value of 21.2 million indicates that transaction volume increased by 112% in less than 4 months. Now to the big question of the day: why was Ripple created? Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. David Schwartz, CTO at Ripple, has taken to Twitter to debunk a misconception regarding the Silicon Valley-based blockchain company. A Twitter user known as Scams Are Bad quoted an old tweet saying, XRP was created to sell to retail. In response to the comment, a blockchain enthusiast named Azrael asserted that Ripple was created to sell XRP to retail. The user added that Ripple's co-founder Jed McCaleb left the company because of how XRP was sold to retail investors. Commenting on the development, Schwartz quickly corrected the misconception to prevent it from spreading like wildfire. He clarified that Ripple was created to distribute XRP as broadly as possible and generate enough revenue from the coin's sales to sustain its operations. There's been a growing misconception about Ripple's XRP sales recently. As reported earlier, a Twitter user asserted that the leading blockchain actively sells XRP and that these sales account for 98% of the company's revenue. Responding to this so-called fact, Schwartz confirmed the claim as accurate only in the broader definition of sell. Even though XRP sales account for most of Ripple's revenue, the company is limited to only 2 options regarding its XRP holdings to sell or hold the coins, Schwartz said. The Ripple CTO added that most people complain that the company holds too much XRP. Since Ripple holds an enormous amount of XRP and controls its issuance, many believe the cryptocurrency is more centralized than other coins like Bitcoin. Interestingly, Ripple is making significant efforts to dispel these claims by offloading many of its XRP holdings over the past months. To further illustrate Ripple's XRP sales, the blockchain company sold $226.3 million worth of XRP in Q4 2022. It also sold $310.6 million worth of the coin in the previous quarter. In Ripple's third-quarter earnings report, the blockchain company showed that its XRP holding dropped below 50 billion or 50% of the total supply. Notably, Ripple's XRP sales are made to cater to users of its on-demand liquidity, a solution that leverages cryptocurrency for cross-border settlements and payments. So we come to the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, you can help enlighten others just like you have been enlightened by sharing this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news everywhere, guys. If you are a true cryptocurrency fan, don't miss any of our content. See you tomorrow to talk about the latest news that concerns us all as a community.